Hi, and welcome to Old School Blues Guitar. It is time for the classic solo breakdown for the months of July to September 2017. And this time around, we're going to break down the solo from Howlin' Wolf's tune called Tell Me What I've Done. It's in the key of G, and the guitar player on this is none other than the great Hubert Sumlin. And when you listen to Hubert play, his unique tone that he has is hard to duplicate. I've seen some guys claim that they can sound just like Hubert Sumlin, but I'm not hearing it. What I do is I take my Stratocaster and I take the switch to the out of phase position, move the switch all the way to the bottom, and then bring it up a click in between the main settings. And then when I pick, I try to use my flat pick, and I also use a little bit of the flesh on my finger and thumb. Hubert played with no picks, and that's part of the reason he got the sound that he did. This tune, Tell Me What I've Done, features a one-verse solo, which we're going to go through, but the entire song is loaded with great Hubert Sumlin fill ideas, and maybe later we'll tackle this as a song breakdown. So the solo starts out, and I'm going to show you what he's playing and where he's playing. I'm not going to try to play this all the way through, and again, I expect my viewers, if you want to get something out of this, to know the song first. Listen to the original tune before you try to tackle the guitar parts. And so he starts out with a lick like this. And what I'm doing is I'm on the second string, third fret, 1, 2, 3, and I hear him going to the sixth fret of the second string to the third fret of the first string. Just real quick. Then he's going to slide to the eighth fret of the second string and get that real vibrato sound. Something like that. I think that's it. Then he's going to go to the sixth fret of the second string. Vibrato there. Then he's going to slide from the fifth fret of the third string to the third fret, and then put some vibrato on that one string. This is what I call a one-finger bend. And he's not bending way up like you would normally on a bend. He's just kind of like a quarter bend, half bend, and he's putting a lot of vibrato into it to get that really cool sound. So that first phrase, the takeoff phrase of this solo, and then he does something like this. A bend on the third string, fifth fret, one of those really mournful Hubert Sumlin bends. Now there is another guitar player on this song, which makes it a little confusing at times to figure out exactly who's playing what. But Hubert Sumlin's tone is so unique, it's easier to pick it out what he's playing. But there are a few points in the song where the two guitars overlap. So I'm just going to show you, the main things that I hear in this tune. So he's going to bend up, and then he does this quick pull off, where I'm going from the third fret of the third string, and then pulling off from the fifth to the third on the fourth string. So something like that. So the whole first part of this solo. And then he goes into this lick, which is really cool. And what I'm doing is going from third fret of the second string to the eighth fret of the second string, then to the sixth fret of the first string, eighth fret of the first string. It does something like that, kind of a pull off from the eighth to the sixth fret of the first string to the eighth fret of the second string. I have this tabbed out. I may be a note off or so. So let's try that again. Something like that. And then he's going to go into this great Hubert lick, which is just pure Hubert Sumlin. And I'm just walking over the first position blues box, third fret of the first string, sixth fret of the second string. And then he skips to that third fret of the third string. Then he's going to go 5, 4, 3 on the fourth string, Same thing on the 5th string, but he's going to get the 3rd fret of the 5th string twice. So that whole thing is what I hear. So let's try to play the entire solo so far. I'll try to do the timing the best I can. Right there. Really neat stuff. And so much of this, it's not that he's playing anything incredibly difficult. It's the sound, the tone, and the way he does so much with each note. From there, he's going to go into one of the most unique licks I think I've ever heard. And he does something like this. And what he's doing, I think, is picking twice on the 5th fret of the 2nd string. He's playing over the 4, which will be the C 7th or C 9th. So he's picking right over that, kind of that 2nd position bar chord shape. Picks twice there, then a quick hammer on from the 3rd to the 5th fret of the 2nd string. And then one of those bends. So that whole lick. Is that cool or what? That is really cool. Answer my own question. And then he does something here, so that phrase. And then right here, I think he does something like, not sure, or it's a G bend with this double stop. I'm getting the 5th fret, 2nd and 3rd string. And I've got my 1st finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd and 3rd strings. And I'm hammering my 2nd finger onto the 4th fret of the 3rd string, but I'm also getting the 2nd string. And then I'm ending up on the 5th fret of the 4th string. So something like this. That's what I'm hearing. And then he does this lick, which is beyond cool. And this is a 1st position double stop. It's just right over the G. So this, it's a G double stop. And he's sliding in from the 2nd and 3rd frets. I've got my 1st finger on the 2nd string at the 2nd fret, and my 2nd finger on the 3rd string at the 3rd fret. And then I'm picking the 3rd string first and sliding to the 4th, and then picking the 2nd string at the 3rd fret. Kind of like that. Does that 2 or 3 times, I think. And then this real slow, I think he might do it twice, bending on the 5th fret of the 2nd string. So that whole lick, I don't remember what he does to come out of that. I don't think he does much. And this is a point in the song where the 2 guitars going back and forth. There's another guitar playing something like this. The high notes there. But then he does something like this. One of these licks. It's either that or it's one of these. I don't think he does the double stop. Maybe he does. Whoops. Or you could just do. So the first way, I'm going from the 5th fret of the 4th string to the 3rd fret of the 3rd string to the 5th fret, and then sliding to the 7th fret, and then sliding back down and winding up on the 5th fret of the 5th string. The song will be heading into the 5. So one way of doing that last phrase, or you could do it like this, where I do that little double stop. And throughout the song, Hubert Sumlin uses that little lick as a fill. And what I'm doing is taking the same position that I played over the G at the 3rd and 4th frets and moving it to the 6th and 7th frets and coming in from above or below like that. So that whole lick like that. So I'm trying to remember. Again, I have it tapped out, but he does something like that. And then, as we get to the end of the solo, this is a real cool thing that Hubert Sumlin does with both chords and bass notes. He does something like this. and then a chord sliding into the G major. And it's either a chord like this, an F-shaped G, where he's bringing it from an F sharp into the G, something like that. Could just be getting the second, third, and fourth string. I think I hear the first string in there, so it's like this. Then he's going to walk back, and I'm going, that walking bass is 5-4-3 and then 3-4-5 on the fifth string. And it sounds like he starts to form, this would be a D seventh chord, C seventh shape, moved 2 frets up. But before he can finish the chord, he does one of those slides. And this is one of those great things about Hubert Sumlin's playing. Let me try to play the whole thing, that whole last part in context, and see if I can get it right. And it sounds like he's sliding, and just kind of, it's hard to get exactly what he's doing there. It sounds like he almost slides to the end of the neck and just kind of holds it. So it would have to be there, which would be the 20th fret. So it's something like that. So that whole thing again, let's try it. Trying to get the timing of the song. There's a lot of pauses. Hubert plays and he lets the band fill in. He doesn't just play the whole time. So let me try to play that one more time there. So he does something like this. That's what I hear. That slide. You have to practice that and see if you can get it to sound like what he's doing. But he's got to be doing, if he's finishing up here, he's got to start the slide somewhere around here and then go way up on the neck to get it. So there are the main licks from the solo, Hubert Sumlin's solo in Howlin' Wolf's Tell Me What I've Done. And again, there's a few places with 2 guitars playing, it's hard to hear exactly what's going on. But if you listen carefully, you can hear Hubert's, his guitar, pretty distinctly if you put your mind to it. That is a great example of Hubert Sumlin's playing. And if you listen to the rest of the song, there's so many great fills that he does. He does this signature thing where he does this stuff like that, and he has this other little look like, and a lot of these lift, all kinds of stuff. So if you take the things from the solo and you listen to the whole song, a lot of the things he does as fills are really the same basic things he uses in the solo. So you can probably figure it out. Hope you enjoyed this lesson, and if you have any questions or comments, let me know. And unless I get any requests for specific solos, I will pick out another one of my favorites. And I could do an entire series just on Hubert Sumlin's great solos. But for now, there's the one from Tell Me What I've Done Wrong. And I'll see you again soon.